last 10 overs, power play then being signalled. And they're up against it, the Queensland Bulls. Just the 2 wickets to go, 165 on the board. They do have overs to play with. And they'll be... On the flip side, though, I think the Tigers will want to roll them pretty quickly. Hey, and here, John Hastings.
Yeah, thanks, Mel. You might as well look for those wickets, and the way they're doing is just zeroing in at the stumps and just outside off. So they're bowling a very patient line, which enables the captain to set a pretty easy field. Not a whole lot of changes having to be made, and just wear them down. Feldman is sweating on something he can slog over mid-wicket.
Tries to go for the uppercut, and there's that little bit of invariable bounce once again.
Yeah, it's been a little bit indifferent, hasn't it? It's sort of been up and then it's been down. It hasn't been easy. Jackson Bird's bowled very well. Sort of rolled his fingers over that one. Might have just caught the seam and jumped a little bit. Yeah, they're going to have to try and get as many as they can here, Queensland. Because they've got a good attack. Steckety's bowling well. Feldman, Big Billy Stanley. So if they get a couple of early wickets, you just never know.
The last bowler you've got to be facing on a deck like this.
There he is, Big Billy. He's thinking about how many runs he can make. But yes, he's quite nasty at the best of times, but something that can stay a bit low and...
That's his bowling average there, not his batting.
Oh, I thought he's handy, number 11. Xavier Bartlett sitting next to him with the hood on is out for the season. They've diagnosed a stress fracture since won't be bowling too many overs for the rest of 2018-19.
Yeah, that's a real shame because I thought he showed a bit of promise. Hits a really good area.
Yeah.
Bowls with a great seam position as well.
Around the wicket for Bird.
No!
The white ball Bradman's finding it a bit tough. Kearney, 15 balls for 1. He's still at the crease.
Ian, I heard you speaking about the Test team, and you said work ethic really strong within that squad. How important is it, even with a short Test series?
Very important, no matter, to be a part of the Test team. You don't worry about just this series, but for the whole summer and the whole year. There's lots to do, and we all know you fail more in cricket than you succeed. You have more bad days or days that don't go to plan than do go to plan. So your ability to work through that, bounce back, go again tomorrow, be hard to beat. Cricket's in any series is difficult. You're against the same opposition for 10 days. These guys. So if some Pakistani spinner gets on top of you on day one, you're in for a tough 10 days. And you've got to be able to work through that, put that aside, and get out there and compete once again. And that team is competitive.
So they don't call it a test for nothing, do they? One run coming from it, 8 for 166.
Then you come back to the Australian summer, and India are a chance, and 4 tests to get on top of you. So that you've got to be tough. You've got to be physically prepared. You've got to be psychologically prepared, which means being able to relax as well as concentrate and have some fun. Have some fun and produce your talent. And I think they're on the right track.
And I have a feeling there's going to be a fired-up Indian side coming to our shores too. 4-1 loss to England in their Test series over there. They've just started the Test series against the West Indies, well and truly on top there. But it was a very competitive series the last time we went to their shores, and I think Virat Kohli will be looking to make a big statement early doors.
Talk about a competitor. Virat Kohli, wow.
Yeah. He's made a big impact, hasn't he, on that Indian cricket side and Indian cricket in general. It's been...
Alex, I think we've got you, have we?
You have, yep.
There we go. Still on top. It's been reasonably controlled right throughout for you guys.
Reasonably controlled, yeah. I think the wickets played a big part in that. We've bowled well to the conditions, but it still looks a really tough wicket at the moment.
On the scoreboard, it looks good, Alex, but how, out of 1 to 10, how on top do you think you are?
I don't think you can ever tell until the second side's batted. We're certainly very happy with the way the game's situated, but like I said, the wicket looks tough. It looks really hard to force the issue. We've bowled a good length on this wicket, I think, without changing the pace, but it's going to be a tough chase no matter what.
Dools, Johnny Hastings, mate.
Hang on, Duke, the skipper's got me here. Either or. Clive's very good at it.
I was just going to say, Dools, what do you think is going to be the key for you to be batting on this track?
Say that again, sorry, Duke.
I said, what do you think is going to be the key for you batting on this wicket, on a wicket like this, after this ball?
Through him. There we go. Sandhu once again within the wickets for the Tigers. He picks up Kuhneman. And once again, just when they need it, they pick up a wicket.
Kuhneman's been fighting hard, and they've bowled brilliantly, as Alex Doolan was talking about. Just gave him nothing. He was looking something to flash at, something to flick off his pads. He got none of it in a lot of balls. 20 of them.
Yeah, kept things very, very simple there, did Sandhu. He now has 2 wickets in his 8th over, just 11 runs to his name. He's been miserly. He's asked a lot of questions.
Still go to Alex, right?
Well, Dools, you still there, mate?
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, as I was saying, well, Garinda's been very good today, but what do you think is going to be the key for your side batting on a wicket like this? A little bit up and down.
Yeah, look, I think it's getting off to a solid start. It's going to be wickets in hand, and probably try not to take the game on too much up front with the bat, I wouldn't have thought. Get yourself into a dangerous position, but if we can occupy the crease and take this as deep as possible with wickets in hand, I think anything can happen late in the game, and potentially with the dew coming in later at night, it might get better and better to bat on.
Appreciate your time, Alex.
Not a problem. Thanks.
And he might be also thinking about how he's going to deal with the guy that's just come out to the middle, Billy Stanlake.
Well, what a day for Garinda Sandhu today. 2 for 12. Going at 1.5. He's been very good. He's used
been filthy with himself at times today, so the others definitely.
Oh no, just an outside edge and he's running around. A little bit casual. Oh, gone. Can't be too hard on him. I used to do that for fun. So. But I think going back to your point, Mel, of how important that pre-season is, it's extremely important. I've had years where you just feel so much better spending a winter in the gym and doing all your running and all your...
The season's in progress. You know, in our era, we just did nothing. We got super fit at the start, and the bowlers got weaker and weaker as the season went on. So at least now they've got a regime when they're playing to get into the gym and maintain strength.
It's such a good point, because during season, if you're coming off 45, 50 overs in a Shield game and you've got 3 or 4 days, it's more about maintaining rather than trying to build on that strength. But we have gotten a lot better at it over the last few years, probably the last 5 to 6 years. It's been a lot more professional, but it's just so hard in season to be able to keep it moving.
And then there's the balance too. Look at someone like Ben McDermott, who over our winter went away, played in the global T20 competition in Canada, played Surrey League cricket as well, but then also as well as the playing, has gotten fit, dropped some kilos, looks very, very fresh, and has reaped the rewards in this JLT Cup so far.
Well, if you can manage to do that, you're a genius, I reckon.
Particularly in England.
Oh, well, that's not me.
Cover comes up inside the inner circle now for Bird. And a slip in play as well. Tough day at the office for someone like Matthew Wade on a variable pitch.
He's been good too. He's coped with the ones that haven't carried through to him. He's taken the ones that have flown through to him well, a couple of catches like that. So, and he's certainly been upbeat with the fielders.
You happy with the phrase, if you don't notice them, they're doing a good job?
Yeah, a bit like an umpire and keeper as well.
Confident leave there from Stanlake.
Wadey would like runs. He got 100, one of the competition's fastest first game, and then he hasn't done much since. He's gone duck 31 and 33 his last three. So he's really important in setting that innings, as Alex Dillon talked about, building partnerships up the front and maybe not taking the game on so much. Well, Wade and McDermott like to take the game on. So it's an important role they'll be playing tonight.
They'll be happy with that, the Bulls. There were 6 runs coming from the over. It's 9 for 174.
That opening partnership's going to be crucial. He's in a really good place, Matty Wade, at the moment. He's back down in Hobart, place of birth, and doing a bit of carpentry work in the off-season.
Really?
He's also, his wife Jules has just opened up a Pilates studio down there in Tasmania, so he's in a really good spot. And good mates with him, but I was speaking regularly to him and before the game, and he's enjoying it. And
but
you can
he's
tell
fishing
through
a bit too.
Yeah, he's doing a little bit of fishing. But I think you can tell that the way he's actually behind the stumps as well. He's always energetic, but he just seems, well, he's in a really good place. Just needs some runs this game and he'll be fine.
Be unstoppable. So the winner of this plays the winner of tomorrow's semi-final. Victoria got through the abandoned match. They play Western Australia, who are undefeated and on fire, but knockout might be different.
Yeah, that game down at the newly redeveloped Junction Oval. Had a nice little tour of that early in the season. It looks a magnificent setup, world class really, for the second ground after the MCG.
And it houses both the Stars and the Renegades franchises. It's good. There's plenty.
Well, it's the home of cricket now for them. They haven't really had that. You know, the games at the MCG, but administration down the road in Jolimont, the one-stop shop.
Yeah, and a lot of sacrifice from the playing group to sort of push the point home that we needed a second ground, if you like. Footy's starting to get more and more into the cricket season, at the end of the cricket season, so we had to play an away Shield game down at Tasmania, and then 2 in Alice Springs as well.
It's the last thing you want after a long Shield season is to give up home ground advantage during a final. Worked okay though.
Did, yeah.
Well, you couldn't win a game at this, could you? There's draws all the time because of that pitch.
Absolutely, but we actually had to split up, so we sort of had half the team in one little motel as you're driving up the hill to Bellerive, on the way to Bellerive, and half in the city. So it was just one of those things that we thought, let's just get it done. But there was a big amount of sacrifice from the playing group as well as everyone else in the organisation.
Yeah, and it's been in the pipelines for a long time, but I suppose getting the right venue is all there, but making sure that all the ducks are in the row. There's a shout. What did it pitch outside leg? Sandhu does not think so. Jared Abood thinks it did.
Oh, he did him all ends up, and he was falling over Billy Stanlake. It must have pitched that leg for it not to be given. Yeah, just pitching outside the line of leg stump. He was desperately trying to hold his balance, Billy. He was on his toes. And
very quick glance up, wasn't it? 4 dots so far. far towards his third.
Great time to start for him, showing that what he knows about short form cricket and individual circumstances and conditions that he confronts.
Let's work that one away. Let's work that one away. Pulling back there, Hemfrey, and then clipping the top of leg stump for Kuhnemann. Stump to stump bowling. They've sussed out this wicket very well, the Tigers. Still got the one over to go, hoping he can potentially pick up a couple more, but economy rate is a big tick to Sandhu plus those 2 wickets.
Now that you mention it, Ian Healy, he does look fit, doesn't he?
His slower ball seems to be having a level of deceit in it, and the bumper that he's produced has been effective, so yeah, he's looking good. Right, so we'll probably see some big shots here from Feldman. I'm not sure what Billy's got, left-hander, but if Feldman gets up there, he'll try to go long.
Watchful, just searching for the ball on that occasion, Stanlake. That's definitely the long and the short of it there, isn't it?
Down, keeper!
Oh, a little bit of hesitation. Is there a run-out opportunity? Wade gave up very early.
Billy was putting in. Billy really put in when he watched his running between wickets.
Down, keeper!
Oh, he's now starting to panic. Feldman's got it covered at the other end, and Wade knew it. I'm thinking Rose might just dart this in, angled, low, flat, fast. Feldman will still have a swing at it.
Almost loaded up. There is protection at long on and deep mid-wicket. Those 2 fielders are just swapping positions at the moment. George Bailey thinking that one of them might be in the hot spot. Just checks the shot again.
God, Clive, throw it up.
John Hastings is calling for it. The tempter, tantalising. There it is. He takes it on. The shout is catch it. Long on, getting in position and takes it comfortably. That's Bo Webster, the substitute fielder, on the ground. Clive Rose did it. Exactly what John Hastings asked for.
Yes, that's the one. It's a tail ender, isn't it? And you know that he just wants to hit a 6 down the ground. Clive Rose just hold a few flatter ones and then toss one up, just the inside half of the bat. And the substitute fielder, Bo Webster, takes the catch. As easy as you like.
And about right now, Feldman's thinking, why didn't I go for it? Why didn't I really get into that? A miss it would have carried. He's been too careful, and he's gone.
That's it, and the completion of the Queensland Bull innings. They are all out for 177 in the 45th over.